In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me f***ed up. Let me show you what's up, cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Jimbo.
I'm Nikalina.
And we're coming to you live from the stand. How about that?
Yeah,
What's
how
going
about
on,
that?
Nikalina?
Well, I'm driving home, so like I told you, I may hit a robotic spot here in the next few minutes. But what's going on with you?
Well, I had to get up and make some phone calls this morning. I didn't want to drive all the way to Greene County, Tennessee without, knowing for sure whether I was going to need some bail money or not.
Or if you were gonna become SleaZy with rap.
Right. Yeah, wouldn't that be interesting? I tell you what, now right now he would have to take top bunk because I can't climb up there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, when I called over there, they had to look it up. They didn't even know what I was talking about, and she did find it. And she said, "Oh, you ain't been served. Don't even worry about this." And because I told her, I said, "Well, he said he was gonna drop the charges, but he's actually in your jail." And she said, "Oh, well, we'll send somebody down there and we'll get it taken care of if that's the case."
Well, that did happen. Rap sent me a text message through the text messaging app, because in this jail they have tablet times. So you pay for a tablet time package, and he can send you can send and receive text messages. He did confirm that one of the detectives with Greene County went to talk to him about it, and he agreed to drop it. And so they're dropping that complaint.
Well, that's good. That's good. You know, I don't know if you want to talk about the other thing or not, but we found out some interesting information today. If you want to keep it on download for now, I will.
No, go ahead.
I was asked to reach out to Carissa and ask her if she was the one who was, asking for the extradition, and she didn't even know he was arrested. She didn't even know there was anything going on.
Yeah, she had zero clue that there was a warrant. And Betty, she actually sent me some really good information about 45 minutes ago. And it looks like he had, even though he's on pretrial release and he can't leave the state of Tennessee right now, according to Missouri, they didn't care. He was to be there regardless, which that doesn't make sense to me, that a court would expect you to violate another court's order.
Yeah, like that doesn't make sense. Like it's kind of forcing their jurisdiction over theirs.
And it's actually suggesting that Rapp needs to commit a crime of this pretrial release rules order to go to Missouri, and that would have gotten him in more trouble with Tennessee.
Yeah, exactly. See, all that's gonna get washed out in the come out in the wash, and the legalities of different states will work itself out, I'm sure.
Absolutely. And he did not waive his extradition hearing, so that extradition hearing is going to take place, and they will assign him an attorney to represent, but ultimately it's going to be up to the presiding judge to determine if they will or will not extradite him.
Yeah.
So it's a 50-50 shot.
Right. Let me get out these star comments right quick. Nikalina, thank you for becoming a new member. Sassy Southern Mama, thank you for becoming a new member. Monster Secrets, member for 7 months with the E squared emojis. Thank you very much. Gray, thank you for becoming a new member. Penguin Moon, member for 1 month, and she's got the Mean Girls is greater than easy emoji in there. And Hippie Soul, hi everyone. Hey everyone, let's put out the rumors to rest. Member for 10 months. Thank you, Hippie Soul. And Spectral Whispers, thank you for becoming a new YouTube member. I love that they do that you can see that in Discord now.
In Discord?
Yeah, I'm not Discord.
So I'm using the app today. This is the first time I've used the StreamYard app, and this app is absolutely fantastic because when you highlight the message on your screen, it highlights inside of the app so that I can see it bigger and read it.
I didn't even know there was such a monster.
StreamYard app came out 6 or 8 weeks ago. I forgot to tell you to tell Kemper, if this app is, as the first time using it with my phone, this is fantastic outlay. I'll take a screenshot and send you what it looks like after. But this is a fantastic outlay on my end.
I'm definitely going to download it. Everybody, you need to download that, especially if you're mobile a lot. That would be something Ernie needs.
I don't think you can go live from the app yet, though. Yeah. It's just when you're a panel guest.
Okay.
So, I did want to bring up. I'm going to go robot here in about 2 miles, but I will have Rapp's laptop in my hands when I pull into my driveway, no matter what BK is trying to put out there. BK forgot to edit out the screenshot behind him of the photo that he posted on his community page.
Yeah.
Smoky Mountain Mama sent him that picture. BK, you don't have his password to his laptop. Neither does Nolissa. I have the password though. So there.
BK's really slipped in his level of dominance on YouTube. Like, you know, when I first came to YouTube, like BK was, you know, sort of the man, you know, like dominating everybody, and he's really slipped.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know what it
his
is,
fall
but,
from his fall from grace has been. You can see it's not just the crap on YouTube, but again, I don't know why he's inserting himself unless he's trying to get some of Smoky Mountain Mama's money.
I'm sure that's got a lot to do with it. And, you know, she likes to wave it around too. Hey, Angie.
She absolutely does.
Yeah, you know, especially over men that, you know, single men, or, you know, who she thinks she can manipulate. You know, Ernie, Benny, those type people. And apparently she had rap there for a while. You know, I've seen quite a few of the messages back and forth, and you see things from a different light when you take everything into account.
Yep.
And, you know, everybody don't have the benefit of seeing all that, but it's a lot different than what people think.
She pulled the wool over my eyes. Am I roboting?
Oh yeah, I thought
right,
you were,
but
mute. You're not.
All right, I'm shocked. I should be here soon. She pulled the wool over my eyes, and by herself, you want to give, you know, supportive assistance. You want to be a support system, and it was really dirty.
Yeah. Yeah, she's underhanded. She is very underhanded. Very.
I'm gonna mute for the next 2 minutes so that I'm not roboting.
Okay. All right. Now it's time to talk a little bit of trash about Nikalina. Oh, so welcome everybody. You know, I didn't get a chance to say hello to most everybody, and I usually don't go one by one and do that anyway, but it's good to see a big crowd in here. You know, and hello, Easy. I heard Easy was streaming us, and you know, I told Nikalina earlier in the text. I'm like, you know, Easy's going to stream, Ernie's going to stream. I figured there'd be, you know, 6 or 7 wannabes who are streaming it and you know, trying to use it to make their own content because they have none. And so by us, and when I say us, I mean the chats of different communities deciding not to go to war all the time, you know, that gave them go to war content. If it makes any sense, like, you know, they use that to just, you know, make trouble where there is none.
And that's something I don't understand. Why trouble the trouble? If somebody is so great and awesome, he wouldn't need to have this weird war between our communities. And his obsession is it's mimicking Connie's obsession.
Yeah, very much. Hey, White Boy Radio. I wouldn't really say a peace treaty. I say we just decided to, you know, move on, and you know, like there's not a whole lot left that we could say about each other negative.
Right.
So I mean, you know, it would just be repeating the same old stuff, you know, and it's time to find something new, you know. Then there's a whole lot of people between the communities, and a lot of them are friends anyway. You know, when I say friends, I mean they, you know, they get along in other chats, and you know, it doesn't make sense for them to not, to avoid going into chats because, oh, I don't want to get screenshot. Hell with it. Screen shoot them, and I don't care. I don't care where somebody's chatting at. It doesn't matter to me. I don't own anybody. Slavery was nailed out here in the United States a long time ago. So we don't own people.
Yeah, we are. And I think we're watching in real time Ernie's mentally cracking. He's really trying hard to portray himself as, law enforcement, bond agent, running around acting like we're going to find out soon who he really is. That, to me, what he's doing right now is worse than anything any one of us have ever done on this platform.
Yeah. Yeah, he's shown how disgusting he can be. I mean, even Benny called him out for it.
Yeah, what's weird with this whole? I mean, I'm gonna say this again. BK was like, if I recall, close to $60,000 in child support arrears, and when he got his settlement, he paid it off. I mean.
It must not be. I don't think that's important. I already got the number, so it ain't important.
but Ernie's never paid a dime to support his son.
Never.
So you don't get to call people out for this stuff. I'm sorry. This is Rap's problem. He has to grow up. He has to make this a priority. And I would say that to anybody that I have respect for. Your children should always come before yourself. And sometimes you got to learn the hard way.
Sometimes it takes something to open your eyes and wake you up, Honestly, I believe, and I'm just, putting myself in somebody's shoes, playing devil's advocate, whatever. But if you're looking at going to jail for a few months, a year, whatever, you can't get that time back.
No.
And, I think as a father, especially, those are the moments. I mean, the kids are only kids for a certain amount of years, and then they're adults and they move on with their life. And, I think from what I gathered, I didn't talk to him a whole lot, but we did have about a 45-minute phone call, I think. But he seemed sincere to me. He said he wanted to be part of both his kids' lives eventually and take care of his business. And I mean, a man's word is what to me. If he follows through with that, then hats off to him.
Oh no, I agree. I mean, words are words. It's the actions that support the words that matter. He got himself there. Yes.
He admits it.
What's that?
He admits it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And, I guess today, we had that watch party and we were, watching Mama T. And I don't, every day it surprises me. She sounds more stupid than she did the day before. What did you think about her live stream?
I thought it was funny as hell.
I know. I mean, I was like, my eyes were rolling so far back into my head. I'm tampering with evidence. And then, 15 minutes later, what do you think's on his devices? Do you think he has any evidence on his devices? Well, clearly, Mammoth, not even the Knox County DA thought there was evidence. Otherwise, they would have seized his electronics with a warrant.
Exactly.
So I have publicly stated I will have his device in my hand when I get home. If at any time the DA decides they need his laptop while it's in my hands, they show me a warrant, I'll overnight it to them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to withhold evidence, but there's no exculpatory evidence on this laptop.
Yeah. Let me, Beth, SleaZy, and Aaron, and Connie, y'all need to keep Maria's name out of your trash box. She has no hard feelings towards rap. I have talked to Maria recently, within the last couple of days, and she doesn't want to be brought up on YouTube. You know,
now that you said that, they're going to do it more.
I know, but you know, we're not going to. I'm not going to bring her up on my channel. Right. You know, and when people do, if they put it in the comments, I'm going to delete them. Because she asked me not to. You know, she said, look, you know, she did tell me that Rap is in contact with his son when he can, and that they're working on a co-parenting plan. So that's coming from her. You know, and you know, Rap told me that, and you know, I'm sure he'll come out and say it whenever when he can. But he said he never should have put his hands on her. He admits that. You know, and to me, that's one of the worst things you can do is put your hands on a woman. But you know, he knows he did it, and there's no excuse for it. And you know, he says he hadn't done it since, and he won't do it. So you know,
I mean, it's a pretty good indicator that there was no domestic violence in his relationship with Nikalina. And I mean, she said it herself. He had never been physically violent towards her. I think that, you know, sometimes shit happens, and if the pattern does not if it doesn't keep happening, then there's no pattern. And all of the insane head games that he had to endure with, you know, the 10 months he was with Nikalina, if he was going to be abusive, that probably would have been the time. He would have lost his shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you know, if you're ever going to, you know, boil over and go back to that point to where you're physical, that would have been it. Somebody beating on you with a gun. you know?
Yeah. And he had the injuries to show it or to prove it. She was assaulting him with a rifle, and she plays the damsel in distress after gaslighting the entire situation.
Yeah, she sure does. And she's good at it.
Oh, yeah. She's very cunning.
Yeah.
I mean, just some of the things he was showing me that he had found, that he had taken screenshots of, the laying the foundation with the dove, as if he was doing something wrong, but she was clearly under the influence because she would open her first beverage at 3:00 in the afternoon and drink until she couldn't walk.
Yeah.
And that was before the allegation of SA, mind you. This wasn't she's a, you know, an SA victim and she's drinking to cope. No. She'd been drinking every day since they met. And he has all the receipts with the dates prior to this alleged assault to show how often he would go to the wine store to buy her wine. That was all before March.
Yeah. And you're talking about laying the foundation. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody hasn't seen that opened my eyes. Like, it's clear, you know, that there was, you know, Mama T and them keep talking about this big setup. It's clear that they, you know, I'm not going to say they set him up to do that, but they absolutely, Smoky Mountain Mama absolutely manipulated that situation to get him to say certain things to certain people.
And if he didn't, she would be mad at him and lash out at him. And he was in a position that if he didn't do exactly what she said, they were going to be broke up. And he did not want to lose her. You have to understand, like, his feelings for her were actual. It wasn't a game to him. And when she would coach him and say, you need to call Mary.
Right.
This is what you have to tell her, or I'm going to be mad and there's no way that we're going to work this out. You guys, there's so much that you guys have not seen that I have in his Dropbox. He sent, I mean, I'm like the administrator of Dropbox. I have so much of the evidence to prove the manipulation that nobody has seen on YouTube. Some things have to be preserved as evidence in its natural form for a defense. You
Yeah.
guys, it's, and like Jimbo has said, once you decide to take a step back and observe both sides of things, and you kind of take your your emotions out of it, you're able to use logic, reasoning, and look at what's in front of you, and you're just like, holy shit.
Yeah. Like I said, and she's got these men. It's the men creators that really, the men creators, and I'm not.
Yep.
Please don't take this wrong if you're a victim, but and the victims of SA. She gets those people,
Yep.
and she molds this story, and I just, I know what he said, that she said no, and I took it upon myself. That's going to live in infamy forever. But also know that after seeing and hearing everything that went on, she could have just got up.
Yeah, there was no, oh, I'm being violated. There was no way that she couldn't have. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but Rap is a twerp. And that's not me being rude. She is physically in shape. She works out. She takes care of herself. They were in a spoon position. She could have easily just rolled over and said, I don't want to do this. And I'm not taking away from the fact that intimate partner relationships cannot have SA involved, because it absolutely can and does happen. But this isn't it. This is not it.
No.
And go on.
Like you said earlier, and he's not here. He can't defend himself. He can't say, but you said his emotions were real. Like, everybody saw that. Like, the dude, grown man crying, threatening suicide and all this stuff. He was ripped apart. Like,
she was playing head games with him, though, Jimbo. She was playing so many head games with him.
I know.
The stuff that we didn't get to see. I didn't get to see this stuff until he felt comfortable sharing everything and putting me as an admin on his Dropbox or whatever the access is. I had no idea the level of manipulation that he was enduring. And again, he has, I want to say, mommy issues. His mom was 15 years old. His grandmother raised him. Mom took off and did whatever. He's never had a solid family foundation. This is a little boy that has never really felt, it's when you have a dysfunctional relationship with your parents, that typically will spill out into your future intimate relationships.
Yeah.
I can attest to that. I mean, losing my father at such a young age was a very traumatic event. And I had daddy issues. Yeah. I had those issues until I went to counseling, and I had to start recognizing, my bad qualities, and what I needed to do to heal and grow and not repeat the same mistake.
Yeah.
He hasn't got to that point where he has been healed from the I want to say, I don't want to say trauma, but it's like a neglect. When your parent chooses men over you and your grandparents are raising you, that's tough.
Absolutely.
that's being rejected by the people that had you. I mean, that's a tough thing for a kid to live with.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, that's the one, like my mom was my hero. My dad not so much, but my mom, like if I had if she had rejected me or ever in her life ever told me, that she didn't love me or didn't want me around for any reason, like it would have destroyed me mentally.
Absolutely. And that's, and but I'm just, I'm just kind of, I wanted to, and I hope he doesn't ever get upset with me, but that kind of explains he never had that parental bond with either his mother or his father. And that leaked out into his adult life and his future relationships as an adult.
Yep. Hey, thank you, Sherry, for becoming a member. I appreciate that. I think it's a renewal. Thank you, Sherry.
I'm going to mute for a second. I got to run into the store.
Okay. So like Nikalina was saying, I was and I pushed hard. I pushed hard on rap. And I'm still not, despite what people say, like he's still not my friend. Like we're not buddies. We never were. We never were, like call me and let's hang out. Let's talk for a while. But I pushed that real hard because I only saw the story, and it was fed to me. It's like, wait till you see this, and Smoky Mountain Mama put it together really well. And she can say, all this stuff they're going to say in court and all this stuff. Like, subpoena me, I don't care. You try to say intimidating witness, I'm not intimidating nobody. I'm going to tell the truth, what I know to be the truth every time. When I get on the witness stand for whoever, like, I'm not your friend, Smoky Mountain Mama. I'm not Rap's buddy. Like, I'm just going to tell the truth the way I see it, everything I know, I will tell. And I've seen some stuff that absolutely would floor you if you knew. Yeah, Regina, she manipulated everybody. Even Nikalina, like shocked everybody when she gave Kemper and I credit for, doing the thing we did, doing the right thing. And when it came to that and taking up for the victim and, and we would do it again, today we would do it again. We probably would look into it a little better. Welcome back.
I knew I was going to drop off. Can you hear me yet?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Can you? I'm just kidding. I'm doing Mama T.
I think also because she knew you didn't like rap, I didn't like rap. BK didn't like rap, that she knew that we would all jump on this. So she went to the people that had problems with him because it was a way to manipulate what was actually happening to rally up support to destroy him. And she so much as said that,
And
that
between the three you just mentioned, your community, mine, and Benny's, like those people are the people. I know there was some outside, but those were people really close to rap in different ways. And so it was basically his community too, and she knew that that would destroy him.
Yep.
And when I say him, I mean Rap, the YouTube creator.
Yep. It would destroy him. It would destroy his channel. It would put him in a position where he was alienated from all things, and only then she could be the savior, which we saw in one of the screenshots that I included in part 1 of the premiere, that she wanted to help fix his reputation on the internet. So after she destroyed him, Now
Okay.
that he's back in the house, now let me be the savior and fix it.
Yep.
That is classic narcissistic abuse.
Absolutely. She said, now we're going to clear your name.
Yep.
You know, and Beth Dutton said we had no choice but to believe her. We thought she was the victim. At the time, we were all
Yeah.
friends here at the stand, and she used us all. That brings me to our Discord. Like, she says, I didn't know Rap would, use it the way he did. And she said, I just wanted to show him that there was nothing being negative said about him. Well, that's what
Bullshit.
he did, because there was a lot of stuff negative being said about him. I mean, everybody pretty much, when you say everybody, I mean, most of the people in our Discord, at that time, he was a rapist to us. And,
Yeah.
and we would put it in our Discord because we knew he would see it. So when she says she gave him that password to show him that, there wasn't anything negative, that's a flat lie. She absolutely.
It's no different than telling me to get me all worked up about you and Thelma with the $3,000.
Right.
And then lying to you.
Yeah. I showed you that text where she said, I cleared that up with you. Yeah.
And I was like, bitch, you're the one that told me. She was saying, he was tracking her every move. And come to find out, it was actually her tracking him through his iPod or earpods. Make that make sense. He had to throw away his earpods, and he threw away his iPhone 13 Max Pro.
Yeah,
that was on her plan. He threw it away in a fucking garbage can in Gatlinburg, when he realized that they were tracking him via his iPhone.
Yeah. Now that is stalking.
That's a $1,500 phone he threw in the garbage.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's and when she was using the AirPods to track him, she probably thought that he wouldn't think of that, because it's such a,
he didn't think about it. He didn't. It took him until when Ernie did the live about the Mexican restaurant where he ate and where he was staying at the time. He knew then at that point they were tracking him electronically.
Yeah.
I mean, if that isn't sick, now this had nothing to do with, what if he's suicidal? I want to track him and make sure. No, this was after he left for the very last time and never went back.
Yeah. SleaZy Q, I just don't see any victim inviting their rapist back to their home and love rose petals. Now that's possible because, women or men have feelings and do weird stuff. But that did, like, when she did that was my first red flag. Like, hold on now. She just literally just had told me that her kid said no more Rap. We don't want him around. And then the next thing I know, they're on, I think it's, I can't even think of her name, but Farm Lady, the game. Shit. Oh, shit. Anyway, they're on there in the rose covered bed, and she's sending text messages to Beth saying that she didn't know about that. Bullshit. You can hear her in the Southern Girl, right? You can hear her say, show everybody. Like,
yep.
You knew about
it. Beth actually brought that to my attention. Gosh, don't quote me. But I think she sent me that, or she texted me about it right after it happened. And I was like, holy fudge. She was that wasted that she didn't remember it even happening. Now, did you notice how she looked fine and sounded fine?
Yep.
That's the level of her alcoholism.
That's the way my dad was.
Zero memory.
Yep. Yep.
So now this is the guy that was so bad that she entrusted him every day to take her children to school because she was too hungover to do it. Sorry. I'm not going to let a rapist take my kids to school.
This comment, not so dumb blonde. Jimbo, please show my comment. The stand SMM got rap addicted
What?
to the booze just like her.
No.
Here's Kaz.
No, that's not true. Not so.
I don't think rap's
No.
alcoholic.
No.
You know, I think he's pretty freaking naive and got a lot to learn in life, but I don't think he's an alcoholic.
No, Rap. Now, did Rap start enjoying adult beverages because he's over the age of 21 when he started dating her? Yes. Did he drink previous? No, he did not. Same as he was a vegetarian. He started being a carnivore when he was with her because she would not allow a vegetarian diet in her household. He started smoking cigarettes. He didn't even smoke cigarettes, you guys.
Not so said she meant when he was with her.
Yeah, but he didn't become an alcoholic. He was just, drinking occasionally, and you always knew when Rap was drinking. You could tell. But it wasn't at the level that Smoky Mountain Mama took it every single day.
Yeah. I mean, just about looking at the physical receipts from the purchasing of the alcohol, I mean, that's got, alcoholic written all over it. Hang on a second. I got a couple of shirts to give away. We got 400 people in chat. Let's
How many in chat?
420 right now for all
wow.
the 420.
Nice. Wow.
I'll do winner twice.
I guess people really like this content, huh?
Yeah.
I wonder how many easy has in his chat while he's streaming you.
I don't know. Somebody check them out there. Probably, if I'm guessing, 150.
420, take a hit.
Paige Lovelace. Well, thank you. You're the winner of the first shirt. Paige, just message me and I will send it to you. P.O. Box preferable. And let's get another one. That little Nightbot is a cool thing. You ever use that?
What is it?
Nightbot.
I tried, but Jimbo, I am not really technologically advanced. I just figured out how to use CapCut like 2 months ago. I tried to set it up and I was messing it all up.
Oh, I don't know if you know about our first Nightbot night here, but I didn't know how to do it either. And you can't test it. Like it has to be during the live.
Right.
So everybody came in using emojis, and apparently that's not good with Nightbot unless you tell it not to. So it's timed out everybody. Right off the bat, we had everybody in timeout.
Oh my gosh.
The DN won another shirt. I think Luna's got more. We'll have more the stand t-shirts than I do.
Can I say something real quick?
Absolutely.
Daisy Joe, I want to apologize for hurting your feelings and poking fun at the demonic experience that you shared. I saw your comment last week and I saw that it hurt your feelings and it really bothered you. So I would like to apologize and know that it was not nice of me to do that. I didn't realize it had that kind of impact on you. So I would like to say I'm sorry.
Well, I appreciate that, Nikalina. And I think Daisy Joe's in here. I've seen her a couple times. That shows, I'm going to take my hat off to you. And she said, thank you, Nikalina. It was real. I appreciate that. On I want to take my hat off to you because, you know, apologizing and sincerely apologizing. You, I never even told you, but you really touched E squared by apologizing to her. She pulled up here in my driveway, you know, after that, and she said, when Nikalina apologized, she said it really kind of took my breath away. Like, you know, I didn't expect it, and I really felt like it was sincere. And I
It
accept,
was. It was
yeah,
absolutely sincere because you have to, from my standpoint, during all of that time, I just thought everybody was a scammer. Well, Ernie is.
oh
And Ernie is the one that introduced us really to E squared when they were going to get a tire for her. And seeing her, I'm going to not get emotional here, seeing her melt away
yeah,
broke my heart. And I was absolutely in the wrong. And I am actually very thankful that I was able to apologize and that she accepted my apology. Because when she passed away, I wasn't going to publicly discuss it because I had no business to discuss it. She was not my real life friend, and I didn't want to be tacky. But I thought to myself, thank God above, I was able to apologize, and she accepted my apology. Because I will live with that guilt, despite the fact that she accepted my apology. And every time I hear her name or she's brought up, it takes me back to how I made her feel during the biggest struggle of her life.
yeah, yeah. You know, those are real moments. You know, like the YouTube BS, it gets in the way, and you know, some of it's fun. Some of the things, some of the fights that even us had, you know, and a buddy, I see traders right now, you know, fighting back and forth with traders is fun. You know, when it's you know, but then it spills over sometimes, and it's not fun.
Jimbo even told me how much he actually enjoys traders and her personality. I don't know
Yeah,
if I was supposed to tell you that, traders, but he thinks that you're very entertaining and you're funny.
yeah, she is. She really is. You know, and she don't care. You know, she don't care what nobody thinks.
Nope.
And that's unique because a lot of people let it get in their feels. You know, we just fat camp video, right? Yeah, yeah, PHAT, pretty hot and tempting. I just the reason why I use the PHAT is because everybody was threatening, you know, this bullying thing. I didn't want my channel taken down for putting fat in our description, you know, FAT. So I put PHAT and she called me on it right quick, you know. Oh, so you think I'm pretty hot and tempting or whatever? I was like, oh shit.
Fat camp was the best.
Yeah.
Trader's Fat Camp video. I don't know if you watched it, but
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Uncle Kempy sending us to Fat Camp. And I didn't realize that Kemper changed his handle to Uncle Kempy until I saw one of your posts last week, and I had to bust out laughing because I still refer to him as Uncle Kempy.
Yeah, I saw him in chat and I messaged him like, you know, we don't really message backstage, we message on Messenger, and I was like, dude, is that a troll? And he's like, no, man, that's me. I changed my name.
No, that actually made me giggle because I still refer to him as Uncle Kempy, and I'm like, I gotta stop that now. And then I saw that that's what he uses. So
He said I was Easy's daddy, and that makes him Easy's uncle, so he's Uncle Kempy.
oh, okay.
And yeah, this guy, this guy, you know,
Where is Uncle Kempy? Is he at work today?
yeah, he had to go to work. You know, Monday's usually a late night for him. That's what. I think Tuesdays and Thursdays usually when we've got more, you know, flexibility. He works a lot. You know, I know people get onto him for where he works, but I mean the man works. You know, he does go to work and he don't really ask for anything. He don't get any of the monetization money. And Ernie tries to rub
I
at his face
I
and all.
heard that. I heard you guys talk about that the other day, and you know, my backup channel is monetized, and I don't do a lot on that channel, but I appreciate the people that maintain their memberships. Um, because I do have to pay for StreamYard. I do pay for YouTube Premium. I do pay for, my data, my internet, my
It's
time. And while this is something that I enjoy, it's nice to have subscribers that are members. Even if I'm not posting a lot of members content on that backup channel, I appreciate people that understand that I can't do it on both channels. I lost my monetization in July. I made the decision to not try and appeal the decision. I could have reapplied October 4th of this, just last month. I decided I didn't want to do that because I like having a little bit more freedom to heckle.
right.
And so I do appreciate those that are still a member on my backup channel, because we do a lot of nice community service. We do help people, and that's something that is very important to the Mean Girls, is contributing and helping those that need a hand up at that moment.
Yeah. I have actually seen that and noticed that, and I've always give credit where credit's due, and you guys, the girls, you have helped out in communities. When I say communities, I don't mean online. I mean physical communities. I've seen you all help and donate, and like with the victims and of abuse and things like that. I don't know the names of them all, but I've seen it. And hats off. You guys. Things like that. People,
Yeah.
and you're talking about the channels, like, and the money that goes into actually, like, I'm gonna compare a channel to a channel like Mammoth's, where she gets on her phone and from her room or whatever, and she calls herself a creator. Um, we put time and money into our channels. Like you said, the subscriptions to the different things like CapCut, and I've got Adobe.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Is Adobe difficult to use?
Yes and no. For me, like Photoshop, I can't use. I don't understand Photoshop, but let's go. But there's a program that's similar to Photoshop that does the same type of thing. It's called Fireworks, but it's discontinued. So I have it on my old laptop. So when I do like any real editing, that needs, fine tuning on a computer, I do use Adobe for that. And but I use Fireworks. It's kind of the old version, I guess, of Photoshop. But Photoshop for me is difficult. I don't understand it.
So I pay for the premium cap, or the premium CapCut, to do premieres and longer videos. So yeah, that's another charge. I really tried Canva, and Cody. I got into Canva and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Canva's what I use for my thumbnails.
Canva?
Yeah. I used to do them all on Adobe Fireworks, but now I do them all on Canva because it's, once you get the hang of it, it's pretty simple. Like there's templates, and you can just go in there and like the pictures that's there, you can just replace that picture with the picture you want in there and just change the words up. It's pretty, it's kind of, I guess, lazy. But for those who, don't have a degree in some kind of technology, like Mammoth's got all these people, that went to school for that kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
But those programs make it a lot simpler, for sure. But you still have to pay for them, and they add up.
Yeah.
I got
Sure
a couple
do.
things here. Let me see. Truth be told, thank you very much for the $5. I think that's euro. in the spirit of letting the water flow freely under the bridge, forgiveness is a beautiful thing. My apologies for anyone I have offended. Thank you, truth be told. And if if you're talking to me, I accept. And Lion Mama became a new YouTube member. Thank you very much. Lion Mama is a YouTube or is a mean girl, right?
She is a mean girl.
Okay.
I didn't realize when I joined your channel that it would pop up during your live stream today.
Yeah. When you first do it, it shows up in the StreamYard. It just comes up.
I did that like an hour before your live stream.
Mm-hmm. If you do it during the show, it doesn't show up. You have to highlight it.
Oh,
it's weird.
Okay.
I don't know why it does that or how it does that, but StreamYard's been doing a lot of updating, and making things. They got the video backgrounds now. I don't know if you've tried that, but
I have not. Like I said, like I created my intro, which I was super proud of, but I don't know on a MacBook how to, because I did it in CapCut on my phone, how to get it onto my computer and then convert it to an MP4. So I had to upload it to YouTube, and Rap went and added it to my StreamYard because I still have to, and according to Gypsy, that means I'm not a creator. So,
Well, Gypsy's not a creator then, because her husband does every single thing that she's, that's on her channel.
I was trying to figure out what her live stream was about today. It was Love Connection, and I know she was talking about a matchmaking service, and yesterday was about the Jacksons, and I'm like, this woman is stuck in 1980.
She is.
God, even her hair is stuck in the 80s. 1980 called Gyp shit. They want their hairstyle back.
Boss is calling. Hang on, I'm gonna mute. You can go ahead and chat it up, Barry.
I'm being serious. She is totally stuck in the 80s, which is fine. The 80s had the best music. I don't care what anybody says. The best music. What's everybody making for supper tonight? I am going to make potato cheese soup.
I'm back. I didn't, I have to, when the boss calls, I have to mute out because, she's more physical than Frank. She's going to put eye drops in Visine in my food and
shit.
put in wood chipper.
I was Visined in 2005 when I was working at Capital Cadillac selling new cars. I was out selling some of the men, and one day I got super sick. I mean, like, I was vomiting the other end out of nowhere, and it was bad. Like, I had to go get IV hydration. I was so sick. Well, these two dumbasses admitted that they put Visine drops in my Diet Coke.
So they really Visined you?
They did Visine me in 2005. I was so sick. But yeah, they admitted to it, and they, of course, being in a male-dominated field, they laughed it off, and they kept their job.
Assholes, yeah.
So
thank you, Cheshire Cat, for becoming a new member. Yeah, it's I do Sizzle there. I actually enjoy your channel.
Sizzle, I love Sizzles.
Yeah.
You know that yesterday Jimbo and I had a phone conversation, and Frank came into the house hot enough to fuck. I was mortified, and he was screaming at Anthem because she got a hold of our brand new TV remote, because that was remote number 3 that she has decided to chew through. And I was like, great. Everybody, I bet you this is recorded. He's going to play this. And I'm looking at I'm looking at Frank, and Frank gives zero fucks at all. Zero. So thank you for enduring that in the background.
It was funny. It was funny. Sounds like me, like Thelma's trying to get me a pair of sample contacts. So I ran out. This is my last pair, and I haven't ordered any yet. And this little doodle we got up on the couch with me the other day, and I had my glasses off, laying on the edge of the couch, and I thought the doodle was loving on me, down there around my feet, but no, it was chewing up my glasses. So I got like little scratch marks all over my glasses.
Oh.
Yep. And I don't have a back pair, so hopefully they'll give me because I've already had the exam. Hopefully they'll give me another pair of samples, and I can order me some, because the sample lasts me a week or two.
Oh yeah, and I'd like to apologize to anybody last night. I hope everybody understood that my husband was joking when he said he would drop kick the grandbabies. I mean, he's not being serious, and it's just Frank. Listening to how Easy reacted to it, I was like, holy crap. This guy is really trying to take this as some serious threat of violence to a 2-year-old and a 4-month-old.
Yeah.
It's
cheap, easy content for him.
It's very easy content. And then to find out that his child was dropped off, and he still live streamed and ignored his child to live stream. That was interesting.
Yeah. The little shit, he said.
Yeah, the little well, I mean, I'm not going to diss him for calling his child a little shit, because
no, I mean, but he's been petty over the drop kick.
Oh, correct.
And in the same time span, calls his own child a little shit.
No, Frank is a big old teddy bear. I'm telling you what. That guy saved me from myself. That guy loves me like I have never been loved in my life. And for people to not know him and try to take his words and twist them into something that they aren't. Last night, I was even annoyed during the watch party that we were having. I was like, all right, you know what? I can't help this guy. This guy is, it doesn't matter. He's going to find something. He's going to twist it into creating fake outrage.
Yeah.
But they were also talking about doing welfare checks. Like, I thought he didn't go real life. I don't know.
He'll do anything that he thinks will get him a little bit of a super chat, and I know that's said a lot, but that's really all he cares about.
Oh, I know.
And he's about. I mean, Ernie's a better creator than him. All he does is highlight stuff, and like when Frank said something or whatever, yo, like we've heard him say yo a million times. Like, is there another gotcha moment? Like anything else we can say?
Kim Holmes, he is the biggest softie. That's the thing. You get to see him spout off and do his own little Frank personality, and he does a lot of that just to be outrageous. And that's something that I can appreciate with him. He absolutely gives zero fucks. I give all of the fucks. He doesn't.
Yeah, he don't try to hide it.
Nothing. Nope. What you see is what you get with him.
Yeah.
But that's what I love about him, I know exactly where I stand, where everybody stands with him. If he doesn't like you, he don't like you. That's it. You're not going to change his mind. But I don't know. I think right now I really am digging the energy between our communities. I want to continue to see this happen.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, absolutely.
I think I'm getting to know people from your community, and I like it. I think I know we all have great communities, and at the end of the day, we take care of our kids, we take care of business. That's a lot more than what Easy can say, what Mammoth can say, what Ernie and BK can say. We have a family and we have our internet family.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. And like you said, you really start to care for people.
Yeah.
Even people you've never seen physically. Or I have. I've got friends that if I walked up on them, I wouldn't know who they were.
Yeah.
But I think the world of them. Just it seems like over past couple of years, like everybody has been through so much together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even with the feuding, we've still seen like people come and go.
Yeah.
People that ain't here anymore, and I think like I'm not trying to drag it out, but like you said about the energy between the communities, it's great, and and people are having fun again. And
Yeah.
what's going on with rap when the Smoky Mountain Mama thing happened? Those communities were coming together, and I know your community was arguing with rap at the time, and then but that started over Smoky Mountain Mama too. I think.
Yeah. No, I mean, Beth Dutton, when you ended your friendship with me, it killed me, whether you knew that or not, because you accused me of giving Ernie your information, and that really had an impact on me, because I would never hand over information to Ernie on anybody.
Ernie's got what's her name there, Jody.
And McKenna. McKenna's working with him as well.
Yeah, is she a real skip tracer?
McKenna? Oh, she's better than Jody.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So see, Ernie don't have the brains to do any of that stuff.
No. Nope. Sure doesn't. But McKenna uses the I think it's the Mormon Church ancestry, because each Mormon church and each county, they do their own data aggregation of all birth records that from the beginning of time. So the Mormon Church in each state, it's better than ancestry.com.
Wow.
It is way more detailed, and that's what she uses for everything.
And and they give that little. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it, but the little demon firepower. Because the dude couldn't add 7 and 7 together if his life depended on it.
Are you talking about Easy?
I'm talking about Ernie, but yeah, Easy.
Oh, Ernie. Ernie, well, Easy did some more mammoth math the other night, and he was making fun of a transgendered individual, and he like the same thing that he did with Betty, trying to get Betty to 1,000, and his math was like way off. He did the same thing while making fun of a transgendered individual. That guy, I think that may be why he lost his job at McDonald's. He can't count.
Probably.
He cannot add. I am telling you what, there's something intrinsically wrong with him. He's got some severe comprehension deficits. It's bizarre. Oh, you saw it, Gamer Girl? Yeah, that was the second time he tried to count and do math on a live stream, and I was like, Jesus. God made him favorite. He can't even add.
That may be the reason why he got out of the drug dealing business. I mean, if you get your change back right, you might be going in the hole.
Or he can't measure the goods properly.
Thank you, Lady Jane Rowe. Member for 8 months. I have a confession to make. I too hacked Mammoth.
Ooh.
So there's been a lot of people get into old Mammoth's channel. Apparently, it's pretty easy.
Today's day 14. Day 14.
It's coming back any day, Nick. It's coming back
any day. Any day.
I've been waiting. Wake up one day, and it could possibly with Easy and Connie together, they could pull off another miracle and bring it back.
She said today, well, when I went up on Easy's panel, it said Mama T 43, and I'm like, oh my God, honey, you were on your StreamYard. So when my main channel went down for those 2 weeks, anytime I went up on a panel, I was on my Nikalina777 StreamYard that was connected with my YouTube account.
Yeah.
I could go up on panels, but on StreamYard, when you're on a panel, you can also chat while you're on the panel. It wouldn't allow me to chat though, because my YouTube channel was it was taken down. So listening to her, she got excited today. I think she thought that meant her channel was coming back, but I can reassure her, you're not getting your channel back, Mammoth.
So she saw her name in the StreamYard and thought YouTube is slowly bringing her back in.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They didn't delete her Google account that was associated with Mama T43. She just doesn't have the channel. She's the smartest woman on YouTube, I swear. Day by day, every day she gets smarter. Every day.
Well, it's called that continuing education. Did you hear the night she got propositioned on camera? Well, not on camera, of course, but on her live stream.
What?
Yeah. Guy walks up to her and asks her, and like she immediately bragged about it. Like, see,
was she on the corner?
I'm not ugly. I get propositioned by these MFers all the time.
Was she standing on the street corner?
At her hotel.
Okay, well, there you go, Mammoth. It's a drug den. Jesus. All crackheads look for free ass, honey.
Right. Here, do this for me and I'll do this for you.
Okay, Archivist Tina says, this is about the transgender he was making fun of. He said she had 999 subs when he started watching her. He got her to 911 and he will get her to 1,000 by the end of the night. How is that going to work going backwards? So she lost 80 subs.
What was the response to that? Was it ever pointed out during that live or?
No, because his people will not point out when he makes mistakes like that. So
they're afraid of him.
People clip it.
Yeah. Yeah. He went absolutely nuts that night. Like when he thought, there's going to be a mass exodus from the stand when he came over here and what gives you the right to dox anybody? And I'm like, well, ain't none of your business. We had our little spout and, he thought everybody's going to leave and they didn't. So he goes over there and goes live or was live and starts pointing out people in my chat like, she used to call me handsome.
Yes, I actually watched, I do watch your live streams. I do replay a lot of your live streams on my way to work, and he was so abusive to the females that did not leave your chat, but that's the same abuse we had endured for months. Towards us, you know what I mean? Like okay, so there is this Instagram account. I'll have to send you the link to it. It's a woman that is a promoter in a bar. And she posts pictures of the patrons. Every weekend, his mother is posted in the photos from the people at the bar getting jiggy with it, whatever. His mother lives at this bar. It's called O'Brien's. I think it's in Ontario. I can't recall. But his mom is even holding up flyers in support of other rap artists, local rap artists, and I don't see her son's name on any of these posters that his mom's holding up at all. His mom doesn't even support his rap career. Well, I mean, if you're a barfly at a bar that hosts local rap artists, wouldn't you think with the amount of money she spends there getting wasted, she could get her son a gig there? Nope. Can't.
Penny Positive, I look scared now? Is that what they're saying? She went on Easy's panel. I think she said Jimbo looked scared and been up all night. I need to check and make sure that's what she said.
You don't look scared.
It's the woods behind me that scare me. I'm afraid there's something coming out of there, Maybe it's Ernie.
Yeah. Ernie might pop out from behind those trees behind you.
Yeah, he might. If Phil was popping out behind him, you know, running.
So I can't say much more. There's, I'm going to say this. TikTok, Ernie. TikTok.
And you're not talking about social media app, right?
What's that?
You're not referring to the social media app, right?
Nope.
TikTok.
I'm not referring to TikTok, social media. I am referring to TikTok, Ernie. TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah, the walls are closing in on him. He's starting to get scared. I feel like there might be a run coming soon. You know, like please help me Facebook or.
It'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Yeah.
Did you hear him admit last night in his live stream that I had his location accurately?
No, I didn't hear that.
I did. He goes, I've been gone from there for 2 weeks. Yeah, I know, motherfucker.
Is that the one up in Northern Kentucky?
Archdale, North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
With Dalton.
I can't believe that guy lets him back around. Didn't they call him a cat fucker?
I think so. Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah, they did.
Yeah. That's a pretty descriptive cut down right there.
I don't know if it's true though, because there's all sorts of bullshit that'll get brought up on YouTube and then it gets propagated amongst multiple channels. So I don't know if that's true about Dalton. What I'm saying is I can't say anymore. Ernie, if you're listening, I want you to know your arrogance and grandiosity is not going to match what's going to happen next. And I know you can say all the threats you want online. He's going to come for winter, he'll be in a state with snow. Well, Ernie, you're too much of a pussy to come to my area. You know that, I know that. But best believe I would welcome you with open arms. Come hither.
He never comes hither. I don't know that he's fulfilled one single promise that he's made to his people.
Or his child. Or his child.
Right. Yeah, that kid's amazing.
I believe you. For a minute there, I thought maybe when you shared Melinda's Cash App 18 months ago, I was like, what if that wasn't really Melinda's? But then I realized, I went back and checked and it's still hers. Because, we're looking at reasons to be upset with you.
Right, of course. We were too,
It is still her Cash App. It is actually hers. And I don't know if you remember that I did a fundraiser for her because Ernie is a deadbeat.
Yeah. $60 you guys?
Because I think, did we send it to you and you sent it to her?
I think maybe you did.
I think that's how that went. Ernie has done nothing for his child. So when you tell me you want to save a child, but you won't even raise yours, we got some problems. We have problems.
Not only that, but the story he tells about what his son went through. Yeah. Now, his wife, ex-wife, she said, no, did not happen with Jeremy. I'm sorry. Well, he's an adult, but it didn't happen with him. And that really made her mad. She was to the point where she was going to get a lawyer and everything.
Wow.
Try to get Ernie to just leave her name out of his mouth forever.
Hey, whatever happened to, oh my gosh, I'm going to forget her name. Shelby Shell's baby mama that had breast cancer that was premiered on The Soft White Underbelly.
Is that Tabitha?
Yeah, Tabitha. Is she still alive?
I don't know. I don't know. I wondered if her son actually got that iPhone that Uncle Ernie promised him.
Oh, I don't know. I would doubt that.
I would doubt it too. You know, Mama T was supposed to bring her up. Have you heard my Mama T clip on about that girl?
No.
My victim. Hang on a second. Let me find this one. This is a good one. It might be loud if you're wearing headphones, but it's 11 seconds long. Listen to this.
All right.
This is mine, and you attacked my victim, you idiot.
Okay, I'm
Yep.
signing on
A
you.
victim
Please
that
have her
chose
on.
me.
What?
Yeah.
Play that one more time.
This is mine, and you attacked my victim, you idiot.
Okay, I'm
Yep.
signing on
A
you.
victim
Please
that
have her
chose
on.
me.
Wait, what? You attacked my victim? A victim that chose me?
Yeah. What she technically is saying is, a victim that of her, technically speaking. But what she was trying to say is that she had ownership over that victim's story.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Kind of like the Yanni stuff, like Mama T
Yeah.
took ownership of that, like Yanni is her victim,
Holy
no,
shit.
yeah. If somebody gave Mama T a brain, to be the first one she ever had.
That's some truth.
Yeah.
Like I said, today, listening to her live stream, I'm like, she doesn't disappoint. Every day she is dumber than the day before. I just
You apologized to Molly the other night, and I have apologized to your daughter when I said, the skank thing, but I realized that I heard you say something it was in a clip, from probably 10 months ago or so, but you were talking about something that I played over here, and I need to apologize to you for that. And that was where I cut off the thing about Maggie's boyfriend, ex-boyfriend.
yeah.
That was nasty, and I shouldn't have done that.
I appreciate you because that was messed up.
It was one of the worst things we've ever done.
I accept the apology. I wasn't gonna demand an apology because I feel demanding an apology is insincere.
It is. Yep.
You have to apologize when you're ready. And that's important to me because I want someone not to feel obligated to apologize. I want them to feel convicted to apologize because when I apologize, it's because of my convictions.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah. Yeah. I don't say sorry unless I mean it,
No, that's what I'm saying. I appreciate it because that was probably when I saw that, and I know you didn't make it. I know Curvy did.
Yep. That's where
But
it came
it's yeah, I know she made it, but my mouth dropped and I was like, whoa. That was like I couldn't even comprehend it. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But I would prefer a genuine apology over an forced apology.
Yeah.
So
Well,
thank you. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And I did things like that when you were getting the better of me,
We both were going back and forth. We were going back and forth. I know that we were going back and forth because I was clearly part of it. I mean, you did take a photo of my daughter and you posted it. I was livid with you. I was told by Connie that never happened, and I was like, no, it happened. Like,
I posted a picture of your daughter.
you did. You took a picture from my Facebook from when June 2022 when we were up in the UP. Nick her best friend Jalen and Maggie were standing on the
Oh, they were
cliff.
at the beach and standing behind, and
Yeah.
yeah, I did do that. Yeah, I'm sorry for that too.
No. I'm glad that you're apologizing because I'm not going to put you on the money and say you need to apologize for A, B, and C.
Yeah, well, shit, I forgot
It's,
that. You know,
I
um,
mean, I know things are going to come back to my memory as we go, as this new forged relationship on YouTube comes
yeah,
about. And I'm going to say, shit, I need to apologize for that. And I'm going to,
oh yeah,
because if I feel like I was out of line, I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. And I'm going to say, I'm sorry. Because
yeah.
I don't believe in blanket apologies. I prefer, and even it doesn't even have to be public. If something comes up and my memories comes back, I'll text you and say I'm sorry I did this. I'm sorry I said that.
Yeah. Well, and I won't say I'm sorry unless I'm sincere either.
Right.
It's, but I mean, this war between us and it brought out the worst in me. Um, it and it made me, look at myself differently sometimes. Like, what are you doing, man? Like you're at that point nearly 50 years old, and you know, um, stop. So sometimes, I would, and it got to a point there not too awful long ago where we just didn't acknowledge um, you or the Mean Girls because I didn't want to get
Yeah.
into it.
No, I agree with that because we were all just trying to move on.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all we were trying to do. I think if I'm gonna thank anybody on YouTube, it's gonna be easy, not Connie. I'll say that I'll thank him before I'll thank her because he was the vessel reproducing, and he's extremely abusive. And I don't know. I don't think I told you, and I'm gonna publicly admit to this. Who's Mary? Oh yeah, Mary's not getting an apology from me. I'm sorry.
Mary and Nikalina have a thing, and
That's
I love
complete. Yeah,
Mary, and I believe her, and
that's fine.
we're just, we're different on that, and
Mary doesn't get one from me, and I don't need to discuss it here.
right.
Um, and now that just, what was I saying before that? Shit.
Somebody remind us, because my memory sucks.
I know. Before Mary. Well,
Oh,
if
you're
it,
thinking easy. You're thinking easy.
no, oh yeah. So when Easy was exploiting the fact that he knew about my essay and the things that were being said in his chat, I went into one of the darkest moments I've had in years because I was so triggered because this guy has no boundaries.
Yeah, he really don't.
And the things that he just kept saying on a daily basis, 8, 10, 12, 16, 24-hour live streams. And it took me back to a very dark place where I started drinking every day for almost 2 weeks, you guys.
Oh gosh.
I am bearing my soul. I was so triggered. I wasn't sleeping. And this is not to make anybody feel bad. I want you to understand that right out of the gate, he went to the lowest point to come after me because he couldn't match me on an intellectual level. The Mean Girls knew how bad I was. I was in a state of fear, not because of Easy, but it took me back to the very beginning when I went through this very brutal sexual assault. And if I'm making anyone feel uncomfortable, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna run a trigger warning across the bottom, but yeah, go ahead.
But I have worked through a lot of the trauma surrounding what happened to me. I have bared my soul on YouTube to help others that have been victims, to let them know they are not alone. It is okay to talk about it. It is okay to have your feelings, your experiences. And I never knew what PTSD was until I was a victim, and I was terrified. You can ask Frank. It was probably a good 2-3 years into our relationship that I still didn't sleep through the night, that I had night terrors, that I would have a hard time falling asleep because I was afraid. And I had pretty much gotten over a lot of that. And when he discussed trying to find him, to bring him, to expose him, as if this needs to be exposed any more than what I've already done, I knew that that was a veiled threat that he would get him on his panel. I knew that. I understood it. He was calling me Rapalina. They were talking about hate fucking me, and I don't give a shit what anybody says. If hate fuck means between two people in a consensual relationship that are making up with makeup sex, is completely different than complete strangers saying that they'd want to hate fuck me, or complete strangers saying, I understand why she was abused. Like, that really triggered something inside of me.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know these people. I don't know where they live. Traders went up and said what she said on that panel because she knew what I was enduring. I'm sorry to be dark right now, but
No, you're
this,
fine. You're fine. Take your time.
I don't mind being vulnerable, because being vulnerable shows that you're human. And I was fucked up for 2 weeks mentally. I was drinking every day because I was terrified, and I didn't know how to cope in that moment. My horribly mean husband, and I say that with sarcasm dripping,
Right. I knew you were.
kind of shook me out of it one night and said, you're letting your ex win. This is not about that punk in Canada. That's when my husband went and took a link and said some of the most vile things I've ever heard my husband say on his panel.
I remember that.
But he meant every word.
Yeah.
So Easy to me is in a category of someone that has no business being a father, has no business being with anybody that's vulnerable. He is somebody that exploits women. He hates women. He abuses women. But what I can say that I learned from all of that, Jimbo, is that I will never give that kind of power to anyone ever again on the internet. I'm going to mute because I need to blow my nose because I'm being a tit baby right now.
Oh, it's okay. You go ahead and take your time. That's the thing. I wasn't this hate. I just put up with people's mouth, but it got to the point to where it was, affecting me mentally too. And that's the reason why I said, at some point, I don't care anymore, and just like Nikalina, you're letting somebody else win when it affects you. So, that's when you just shut them out. That's why Easy don't get nothing from me. He don't mean nothing to me. Benny, he don't mean nothing to me. Are you back?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. So my visceral response, Jimbo, was because I knew this guy had no boundaries. I knew they knew who my ex was because suddenly accounts with his name and photo were popping up in my chat.
Yeah. And you know where it came from.
Oh, absolutely. You use a photo of my dead father. Use a photo and make an account out of my mother's name, but to make an account with the photo of the man that orchestrated and participated in brutal violence towards me for hours in the middle of the night, like I was fucked up. So I was so triggered because this brought back the nightmares. It brought back the feelings of not having, like, there's no safety. I know there's safety though. I know I'm safe. I know that there's not one fucking person that will ever cross the threshold of my door that's not invited. You know what I mean? But you can't convince your mind of that when there's that kind of trauma. So I was drinking. I would get up in the middle of the night. I would pace the house. My sleeping schedule still has not gotten back to my norm. It has been a couple of months. I get up, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning because that's the time when I was sexually assaulted. So that my mind wakes me up almost every night at that time. Easy is not the one that did this to me in a sense of what happened, but he reinvigorated the trauma of my brain by making those veiled threats. He can poo-poo it away. He can say that's not what he meant. That's exactly what he meant.
Yeah.
So to me, that man is more abusive than almost any man I've ever encountered. More abusive than BK, in my opinion.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, he knew all that stuff and knew what he was doing. Much
Yep.
like Nozilla, with her counter manipulation type. Like
Yep.
they know what's going on, but everybody else around don't really see it, and how deep it goes. And it's some of the sickest stuff you can do when you start doing that to somebody who's been through those kind of traumas.
It is. And may God have mercy on his soul. Because God's favorite would never have done anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, no, no. And I'm not looking because I don't pull it up and see his chat numbers or anything right now, but I'm sure he's celebrating, making
He's
fun of
gonna he's gonna taunt me for talking about this. He's gonna downplay it, and that's okay. It's gonna show his ignorance. My husband, he was there for me every fucking moment of every day that I was literally in the most triggered state I had been in years. And I'm sharing this because trauma affects the brain. Trauma affects us all differently. And for a man with daughters, you would think he would act differently.
Yeah. Yeah. And
You know exactly what I'm saying. You have daughters. You
God,
get it.
yeah. And hopefully he never, as a father, has to deal with his daughter going through anything like that.
I don't want that. I don't wish that on my worst enemy.
No, it's
It fractures your mind. And that's why when I was on his panel a couple of weeks ago, he doesn't understand what drugs do to the person that he's selling to.
right. Yeah, that made me sick when he was like blaming the addict.
The addict doesn't can't be an addict if there isn't a dealer, whether it's a doctor writing a prescription or your common street thug like Easy. Meth is worse, in my opinion, than heroin and fentanyl. I mean, yes, sadly, a lot of people are dying because of heroin and fentanyl, but meth creates monsters. We've actually had a couple of murders in our county over the last 10 years that wasn't fueled by meth.
Wow.
And the paranoia, like if I actually sat and told my story from being in this marriage to realizing finally he was on something, and I was not going to enable or be a codependent on an addict when I have fucking kids. Like, I'm not okay with any of that. I smoke weed. There's no comparison between weed, Mammoth, if you're listening, and meth.
Surely she didn't compare that.
Oh no, today I was, I'm losing it. I'm stupid because I smoke weed. Okay, Mammoth, it's legal. Stop. It's not a drug that people that smoke weed do not turn violent.
Right.
They're chill.
Yeah, it's quite the opposite, right? It's quite the
Right. No,
opposite effect.
I
Yeah.
mean, my doctor had me on benzos post assault because I couldn't sleep. And I did not want to be on them anymore. So, my husband, big old pothead, pot plant grower, he's like, just and it works way better. I don't have the same kind of side effects. Like, I can go days without smoking if I don't want to, but people on benzos, they can't. They go through withdrawals, right?
Yeah.
So I smoke before I go to bed. And then on the weekends when Maggie's not around, if I want to smoke during the day, I'm going to smoke.
Right.
Smoking does not make people stupid. And that's another ignorant statement from the smartest woman on YouTube. All right, I'm done with the sad shit, but this is my trauma that I have to endure, and when motherfuckers use it to hurt me, that's twisted.
Yeah.
That's twisted.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get off here. It's almost 5. I gotta get supper ready for the family. I appreciate you and thank you for letting me come up. Thank you for the kindness from everybody in your chat. It feels good to just be able to coexist and enjoy each other.
It does. It does. And I appreciate you coming over and
I hope Uncle Kempy softens up. I don't think he likes it, but I hope he can.
Yeah,
I hope he can soften up. And I get his apprehension. I can hear it. I get it when you guys are talking. And I totally understand. We have some people in our community that are apprehensive as well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They, don't trust it. Don't trust it. And you know what? It's hard to trust, but you know what? Hopefully eventually then that's not an issue.
For me, I jumped in feet first and I'm going with it. And if it's not something I can trust and I get burned, we move on. That's not our intention.
Yeah. That's what I said. I said, so what? Say, let's say it lasts 3 days and then Nikalina comes up and says, got you, and 12 is 12. So what? It lasted 3 days. It was great. So what?
It's really not. It's not like that. People are going to make their own decisions independently, but
they will.
Individually, I feel like a lot of people are okay with this, and I'm okay with it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have. I'm tired.
Me too. Let's refresh and
yeah.
Hey, let's build this community. Everybody's.
Yep.
And something great, and where we can have fun.
Absolutely. Oh, And Pendar wants a parody. I believe he talked about a parody. There's tryouts tonight. I'm going to miss out. But if there's a better Connie than me, I'll bow out. But I really want to play Connie.
All right. You want to be Connie?
I do. I just need 2 minutes.
I think you may have earned that one, you know.
All right. Thank you for having me up. Thank you, everybody, for being here to support this live stream, despite being restreamed by Easy because he doesn't have any content. And he's going to twist it, turn it, and he needs to lean all the way in. So have a great night, Jimbo and the Stan family.
I appreciate it, Nikalina. Until tonight, I'm Jimbo.
And I'm Nikalina.
We're coming to you live from the stand.
Rap, your testicles are looking for you.
Officer Brandon, liar is not spelled that way.
It's
Please spell it
L-A-I-R.
correctly. Spell it correctly and come.
Holy hell. It is hotter than tits on a borog.
I haven't committed a crime. I can't sit down. I can't sit down. Anita dicking me?
What? Say what?
Cause I ain't no sissy lala like some of these motherfucking YouTubers. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying.
Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.
Women's boobs are their balls. They're just not down there. So yes, gentlemen, we have bigger balls than you do. What? Say what?